Chapter 14. Practice Exam. What is the purpose of the closing statement? To summarize the financial aspect of the real estate transaction. Which entry would normally appear as a debit to the buyer's statement? Intangible tax on a new mortgage. Which of the following statements best describe a single entry item? It must be accounted for in the broker's statement. It must be accounted for in the broker's statement. Which entry would appear as a credit on seller's closing statement? Purchase price. What document stipulate which party pays which expense in the closing? The purchase and sell contract. What is an earnest money deposit held in escrow reflected on the closing statement? Credit to the buyer. In the absence of any agreement between the parties, who pays for the state documentary stamp tax on the deed? The seller. In a residential transaction, how is the brokerage fee reflected on the closing statement? Debit to the seller. Which of the following statement is correct regarding a double entry item? It does not appear in the broker's statement. How is the amount of a new mortgage obtained by the buyer entered on the closing statement? Credit to the buyer. How is the amount of mortgage loan assumed at closing by the buyer entered on the closing statement? Double entry. Who is paid the balance due from the buyer that is shown on the closing statement? The closing agent. Who pays the balance due to the seller? The closing agent. Complete the statement. When determining prorations on a closing statement, the day of closing is determined by agreement. Which statement about the broker's portion of the closing statement is true? Receipts and disbursement must equal.